I don't know if I've ever seen a dog this unique looking. It looks like a real life teddy bear. And stick with me to the end of this because the transformation is pretty unbelievable. It's small, but it's impactful. It reminds me of Pumpkin, who, if you remember, he was so scared when you walked up to him, he would just wet himself. And I pulled him from the shelter. I picked him up and walked out with him, and his head was on my shoulder. And now he is the happiest, most amazing dog. Okay, stick with me. Let's sit down and wait until you see the difference when we take him for a walk at the end of this video.
I'm just going to set this nice, cozy blanket right there. It's almost like a cozy sweater. When I was a kid, there was often a lot of chaos, unfortunately. But I think one thing that really helped ground me was my grandfather, Papa, we lovingly referred to him as. He was probably my best example of stoicism. If you ever met someone like this, no matter what's going on in the world, they seem to be that anchor, that calm in the storm. What in your life takes so long for us to realize that we can't control the things around us, but we can control how we react to those things around us? And I think one of the reasons I keep coming back to kennels and dogs that are shut down in the corner of kennels is because they can't control the environment around them. And if they've never been given the tools to control their own emotions, they go into a state of trauma, into a state of shutting down. And who can blame them? Because a lot of these dogs come in and they've never experienced love. They've never received a treat or a dog toy. And I want to be very clear, that's not always the case. So many dogs come in and they come from a loving family that might be in a challenging position, or maybe their owner passed or an accident happened. But a lot of the dogs that I'm working with and you see that you're being a part of are the ones that are a little farther or are struggling to figure out what they did wrong or why they're here. And it's why I'm so grateful for you being on this journey with me. We're going to try a treat. I've seen dogs in this state, and a treat, giving their nose an opportunity to lead, can almost be a 180. Now, I don't know if that'll happen, but I know we have to try. So we're going to try a treat. And we're going to do some other really great things if you just stick with me, because I was at the zoo the other day, the San Diego Zoo. What amazing place. And so many of you stopped and said hello, it means the world to me. Don't you ever be scared to come up and say hi. But one of you said, I hold on those videos and I wait for those positive affirmations. I just realized in this world, you deserve that. You deserve that. We all deserve that. And what I thought when I was talking to these dogs and giving them positive affirmations is I thought I was doing it for them. And I'm coming to realize after maybe years of doing this, it's just as much for you and for me. And that's a good thing. Okay, let's try it. You see it? You see all those little ears move? Can we talk about this maybe being the most beautiful dog that I've seen maybe all year? This could be one of the more beautiful dogs that I've seen all year. Outside of Pumpkin, although Olive's just beautiful in all her tones. Olive's one of the farm dogs. She's available for adoption right now. Pumpkin's available for adoption, one of the Flips farm dogs. I'm trying to keep talking. The reason I'm talking and blabbing so much, if you're new to this, I know a lot of you that are part of this community and have subscribed. And by the way, if you haven't, what are you waiting on? A lot of times you don't know, but the more people that subscribe, the bigger we get and the more dogs we can help. Hit that button. Hit that right now. Hit that subscribe. But okay, if you're new, the reason I keep blabbing is to just create kind of an even field where the attention is not on the dog. I am not facing the dog. There's no pressure for the dog to perform or hide or get into a flight or fight or fear frozen state. It's just, we just happen to be here. I just happen to be talking and they just happen to be here too. And so then it gives them the opportunity to find moments where they might feel comfortable to move forward, or find moments of bravery where they might be able to move forward. I will say, like, my heart drops right now because I saw a little hope of maybe this dog taking a step to get that treat, and then just whatever this fear or sadness is that is hanging over this poor pup, it won over in that little battle. But I put that sadness aside for this dog Girl, boy, I can't see. Yellow collar. When did we start doing yellow collars? I don't even know. Alexis, here in a minute. I want to get this dog's story, and I would love to start with a yellow collar. This is new. I thought we had blue collars for boys and pink collars for girls. This yellow thing is a real curveball, sideball one. Somebody doesn't play baseball. I do love baseball. I just couldn't hit a ball if my life depended on it. I put the sadness aside because this little fluff muffin, this red beauty, this red dog that is like a plush toy, we are going to figure out a path forward. And if we don't, we are going to make sure that they have a moment of love and support that they deserve, that every dog should have. And they certainly are missing in their life right now. And they don't have that stoicism that they need because they depend on us. And if we're not here to help them, then who are we as a person? And I'm preaching. I'm on fire today. I'm preaching. Just when I see a little dog like this, how I gotta, sorry, I'm over here like all getting amped up. ready to punch people. And this poor dog is just like, what's going on here? All right. We'll just start with calling this loving one Red until we can find out a name or come up with a name. But this red dog, let's get a treat. It bounced back. I'm trying to get one closer without taking the current treats away. Oh, there, right on the muzzle, right here. You can't not smell that right there. Let's see what happens. Let's see if those whiskers get to work, if that nose kind of slides over a little bit. Nothing. I mean, if I didn't know that this dog wasn't in a fear state, I'd call this dog stoic. I have a couple ideas. But I think what we're going to have to do is get this dog's story. And then by getting this dog's story, I think we'll be able to hopefully learn a little bit more and figure out how we can approach. I do want to say, though, I would love to give everyone a farm update, Alexis, before. How are you doing on the story? You need more time? Or because I know we just jumped in here. I saw this dog and I'm like, I'm going in. And Alexis like, okay, hold on. So are you pulling? You need a little more time?
I could use just another quick minute.
Okay, do that. I'm going to tell people about the farm. So I'm going to start dropping some really big hints in the members group because I've been cooking something up that's going to knock your face off. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know the right words to say right now. I hate when people do that too. So I am sorry, but this is not like I am under promising and over delivering when you find out what I've been cooking up. Not just like the last day or two, like over a year. And we're just coming to the point where I get to share all of this with you. I'll start dropping little hints in the members section. You can, if you want, hit join, you can become a member. But I will say this, little spoiler, little teaser. I got a tractor, like a real tractor, like a John Deere tractor. Like I can farm now. We had cherries, we had a good harvest. We were just continuing to sow that back into the farm and it feels so good. And I was up early today. I mean, I've already had a whole day. It's only midday right now. I've already had a whole day. And living in San Diego County, Southern California, you remember why it's so amazing sometimes because what month are we in? November? October, November. We're already in November. We've already gone through Halloween and by 8 a.m., it felt like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun was shining. Certainly it was 80 degrees. I had a pumpkin spice coffee, a flip coffee, pumpkin spice coffee I was drinking on the tractor. It's got these awesome cup holders. God, what's a tractor without a cup holder? Anyways, I'm drinking it and I'm like, whoa, it's hot. Because I'm drinking hot coffee and the sun's just blaring. Anyways, I'm dirty. I'm smelly. I changed my shirt, but I'm surprised this dog isn't stiffing me right now because I smell like a farmer right now. But man, it feels good. It feels good to farm. And Olive out there she is so pretty, glistening in that sun, just having this amazing yard and having her safe space, her Quonset hut, her doggy condo where she can rest and rehabilitate before she heads off here in the next couple days to go have her spay surgery. And then hopefully, if all y'all are filling out the adoption applications, I will put it in the link. She'll be adopted and going to her new home. That's my farm pup date. The farm, if you are new, by the way, if you're new, the farm is our rehabilitation farm, Flips Farm. We have some exciting things coming on the farm. Just you get ready. But it's amazing. It's where we're growing coffee in Southern California. When you buy that coffee, it goes to help rehabilitate the dogs. Okay, enough about us. Okay, before you tell us this story, Alexis, of what we know on this dog, as pretty as this dog is, and this might be hard to see in the camera because I'm like, a foot away, 1.5 feet. the red in this dog could be like 3 shades brighter and even more red. But it does seem like there's some poor nutrition here. I mean, not poor nutrition, but not the best nutrition. And Sundays for Dogs is our sponsor. So I just want to say that. But because I want to jump ahead of this, Alexis, could you just message Sundays for Dogs? Maybe snap a picture. Here, let me snap a picture for you and send that to them, because we haven't done this for a while. I love doing this to our sponsors. I hope they love it too. But let's see if we can get them to give food for an entire year for whoever adopts this dog.
Oh yeah.
For this pup. We'll call Big Red right now. Okay, let me get a pic of this pup. Yeah, that one. I didn't put this on. I want to see if I can get a really solid pic. We got to sell it here. Food for a year. That ain't no cheap request. So I want to get a good solid pic. Let's do it on cinematic mode there. Boom, got it. I'm texting these to you right now, Alexis.
Okay.
Oh, but so sad, that face. But look at those eyes. Here, let me screen record what I'm doing here. But oh my gosh, look at that dog. But look at those eyes. Oh, we have got to break this spell of sadness and let this dog know that they are safe and they are loved. And we all have them from here. We are going to do whatever it takes. But look at this perfect dog. Oh, there's some cattle dog. I see it. You see, I'm not looking at the dog like you guys are. So I don't have my rear view mirror as good. But look at that. Look at that right there. You can see that some of that white in the paws. That's got to be a little cattle dog right there. What kind of dog do you think this is? Alexis, what breed do you think this is? Is it in the notes? Don't cheat.
It is in the notes, but I also knew
Kind of based on the way they looked to kind of what I thought the mix was.
Man, I know dogs a lot, but I also am always learning. And I wonder if this is, don't tell me, because I know you know already. And Alexis is just good at this stuff. In fact, it kind of matches your hair. You see that, guys?
Big Red.
Yeah, I do like your hair. Do you need a dog? Do you need a matching dog? Think about what an accessory this dog would be. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to put pressure on someone to take a dog. No, that's not true. I do that all the time. Who are we kidding?
I pressure myself on
Fair enough. Alexis has cats, just so you know.
Rescue kitties.
Yeah, rescue kitties. We are team cats. We love cats too, guys.
Real quick with that, reason why I don't have a dog right now is because one of them was semi-feral, and the same way we treat dogs with respect, where they've got, things to work through, and we want to give them that time and that space and make them feel comfortable in their home. It's the same with cats.
I think it's a good point. And I think it's also important that Alexis points that out so that you guys don't stop sending her favorite Twix bars. Because I don't want you guys to get upset at Alexis and be like, oh gosh, she doesn't like dogs. She does. She loves cats, Twix, dogs.
Elephants, probably.
Elephants.
Lions, everything.
Lions, red. Let's do this. Let's get this one's story, learn more. And then I've got a couple things that I want to try. We're going to do some positive affirmations, and we're going to tell this dog they're a good dog. So stick around for that. Okay, Alexis, what is this dog's story?
So we do know this boy, he is a male.
Boy. Why yellow then?
Honestly, it might just be that
they ran out
of color colors. They're just using some different ones right now. But anyway, so he is around a year old.
Yeah, he's a puppy. He's still a puppy, guys. He's got to be so scared.
He has been here already for about 3 weeks, actually.
No way. Are you serious?
Yes, he came in literally right before Halloween. So at the time that we're filming this.
I mean, I guess the good news is that's why Cheryl, the volunteer coordinator here, she's awesome, is putting him on the dog walking program. Okay, so I didn't know the 3 weeks thing. I would have guessed 3 days and that the adoption hold would be up in a few days. So this is so sad that for 3 weeks, this dog has been like this. And it's not that the staff doesn't take time to show love. I mean, Cheryl, before we even came in and I wanted to sit with this dog, was already identified that we've got to figure out a way to help this dog out of this state. And so she put on the dog walking program, level 2. What that means is if you come in and you volunteer and you start to be a dog walker, you're level 1. You have to have hours and experience and time of volunteering to do level 2. And level 2 are for dogs that are hard to handle, big dogs that maybe haven't been on leads or don't have any training, or dogs that are shut down because they will panic If they're feral, they will try to escape. Dogs in this state are really good backup escape artists. They're really good at being right out of their lead or their harness. So you really have to be an experienced dog walker to know the signs of dogs and watch those cues when you're walking, because traffic could set them off, crow flying by could set them off, someone yelling, another dog, a coyote, like just so many things in the world that they may have not been experienced to. So you really have to be qualified to handle those things. And in fact, I went through that program here. You could probably go to your local shelter or rescue and go through that program. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're going, I feel so small and I don't know if I even matter to this world, let me tell you, go volunteer or foster at your local rescue or shelter, and all of that will melt away, because to them, you will be their world and you will find your purpose. Sorry, carry on.
He was picked up as a stray by a Good Samaritan.
Really? Okay, running around. Yeah, because how could you not see this guy running around as a stray?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
He does have a microchip.
There's a lot of confusion around microchips sometimes. It's not a GPS tracker. Like it can't track you around, but it does give information, phone number, address, details, parents' names, potentially dog's name. So we might have some of this information.
Yes and no, but there's an issue here. So when the owner on file was called, they stated they rehomed this boy about 3 or 4 months ago.
Okay, so they had him till he was like 6-7 month old puppy and they rehomed him?
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, well, at least they tried that.
Well, they said they had to rehome this boy due to him apparently becoming increasingly aggressive with their small dog at home.
Oh, no. I don't see it. But maybe, okay. We'll investigate some more cautiously.
So this old owner apparently didn't have the new owner's information anymore, just their first name. So they had to go...
Or they just...
They had to go hunt, essentially, for this...
the new owner.
The new owner's information. So that's where we are right now.
A new owner never responded.
Well, I don't know if they were even able to get this new owner's contact from this old...
Because they only had a first name. Imagine having the name like, oh, I gave him to Mark, but no, I won't give you any information. I won't give you any, like...
They just said they didn't have it. They would have to basically go find that information again, is what it sounded like. So unfortunately, that's kind of where we left that on. So it kind of was dead-ended, unfortunately. And now, of course, it's been, way above the actual holding period time. So this dog is available.
First, I want to know what you think. Second, where I really struggle with this is happening more and more because times are tough. I know, I get it. It's hard to make ends meet right now. And when someone has to decide sometimes at the end of the month, can they feed themselves or their dog, or if vet costs are too high, or you don't have funds to bring in a trainer to help with conflict maybe between dogs, or you don't have time because you have to go to work and you're gone all day, my heart goes out to you. I have empathy. My family has been there before when I was growing up as a kid. It was hard. When I hear a story like this, what my brain immediately goes to, the picture it builds, is someone, why? We got to chin up. And it's funny, this dog can feel me advocating for them. It's like they can understand what I'm saying. It's wild. I will never stop being so grateful for dogs and what they add to our life. But when you call someone and they say, oh yeah, no, I don't know, not my dog. I gave that dog away. And, oh, who'd you give it to? Oh, Mark. Okay, could I get Mark's contact info? Oh, I don't have that. I just only have the name Mark. Either means you're like in a parking lot at big box store just going, oh, hey, what's your name? You like this dog? You want it? Okay, thanks. What was your name? Mark. Okay, thanks, Mark. You can have my dog. And I don't know, I'm not passing judgment. I want to know what you guys think, because on the flip side, it could be that it's an elderly person and someone, a caretaker, Mark, came and took this dog. Like, I don't know. I don't know the full story. I don't want to create a villain that isn't there. But I also know that now this dog needs our help and our support to protect this dog. Okay, what else do we know? Like, what am I missing here? What details can we fill in to help build this story so that I can show this dog some love in the right way?
While here at the shelter, staff was saying it seems like at some point this dog was going after other dogs and then redirected at staff.
Okay, so there are some behavioral issues here with this dog.
It seems like it, but there's a little more context here.
Okay, tell me more. Gosh.
So at that time,
Sorry, hold on. Okay, tell me more.
So at the time when this happened, they had to be placed in isolation for a bit.
Okay, so we've got some isolation behavior. Okay, keep talking. We have some isolation behavior, and that will create this sort of behavior because, again, they don't know that they're being kept safe, that they're being put in a spot so that they don't get themselves in a situation where they're reacting out of fear and biting a person or a dog. So I'm like talking to you and tearing up at the same time because it might be the first treat that this dog's ever taken from someone. And also, like, what you can't see or feel in the video are this dog's little lips are just like gently taking the treat, and his wet nose is booping my thumb, and it's so adorable. There is no dog too far gone. There is no dog that doesn't deserve all of us fighting for that dog. Red here deserves us advocating for him because it's what he should have had in the first place, and he hasn't ever had that. So no matter how hard the situation was for that person, my heart goes out to you, and I hope you are in a position one day to give back. But what I'll say right now is now it's time for all of us to fight for this dog. Please tell me there's no more. Is there more?
There is more, but it's more on the up and up.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay. All right.
So
let's lift our spirits. Hold on. Just the fact that he took a treat out of my little hand, and guys, the treat was like this big. Let me show you. Makes my heart sing. Like on the inside, my heart is singing, even though my furrowed brow might be frowning. Okay, go ahead. Tell me more.
Like I said, unfortunately, he did need to go into isolation for a bit, be away from other dogs and limited just kind of time with the staff just to give him some time.
Thank you, shelter and staff, for doing that. It's the right move for sure.
But then he wasn't showing signs of any aggression after that, per the staff. He's now regarded as being, yes, very skittish and scared, but no further signs of aggression from the staff.
Amazing. And guys, shelters aren't built to do this. They don't have unlimited time and resources and space. So the fact that they're able to take the time, put him in the right environment, and then move him out here, and then Cheryl is working with him to get on the dog walking program. When you see me, don't thank me. Come to the shelter and thank the team here that is selflessly pouring their hearts into caring for this dog. I'm just the megaphone for all of this. You guys are. Thank yourself. Thank the staff. Thank this boy for being brave enough to take a treat from me. Isn't that wild? Like, he wouldn't take a treat off the floor, but he's willing to take it out of my hand. And for some of the longtime watchers, comment if you see what I've been doing as I give him a treat. Okay, I think you're going to tell me something here in a minute that there's something else on the microchip that we know that we have to make a decision on.
Actually, no, where he's available for adoption.
Do we have a name?
We do actually have a name.
You want to text it to me?
Yeah.
Let's do the text. So here's where you guys are often split, and understandably so. When we find the name, no matter how good the name is, do we keep it because that's his name and that's what he's grown up with and he knows that name? Or do we change it because this is a new chapter, this is a new life, and associating that old name with this new life makes it harder? I don't know. And if you adopt him, by the way, you can call him whatever you want. But it does baffle me sometimes that y'all don't keep the name more often. Doesn't matter. I just am so happy you adopt the dog. I don't care what you do as far as names go. But I don't know, just sharing some thoughts as I give this fluffy boy more treats. Okay, you're texting it to me?
I just texted it to you right now.
I'm going to check it out in a minute, but first we're gonna try something. So since he's taking these treats and this touch, I'm going to, before I look at the name, I want to do something that I think is, especially coming into the holidays, is so important. And I've been trying to do this even with myself, and that is, we're going to tell this dog that they're a good dog, and then we're going to do positive affirmations. Because so many times negative talk will talk us out of doing things. Like if you watch these videos and you go, I want to go do that, but I don't know, it's hard, I can't do that, I'm not as good at that, I don't know how to do that. Stop. And instead, talk about the fact that you can do what I'm doing. You can go help dogs, even if for a moment in time, even if you're supporting the staff and the team so they can go help dogs. You matter. Don't you forget that for 1 minute. All right, I'm going to try to change the dynamics a little bit. Now, we're going to be really cautious because fear can create reactivity, and reactivity can create bites, and bites can lead to really setting a dog back. I'll be okay. If a dog bites me, I'm okay. I will heal again I will work through it. A lot of times dogs don't, then that carries with them, and it really is a mark with them moving forward. In a lot of shelters across the states, that's the end. And so we always want to be, you know, a lot of times people are like, oh, just pet that dog. And like, we always want to use the same approach, slowly, calmly, allow the dog to take the next necessary steps, the next steps when they're comfortable. We do sometimes push a little bit because this dog has been here for 3 weeks and time at shelters isn't unlimited. Like these dogs will start to decline mentally and physically. And so we have to help them move to that next step. And I have an idea of how to do that here in a minute in a gentle way that might be really helpful, but let's see. We're gonna start with some telling this dog what they deserve to hear that they probably haven't. Yeah. What, you found something? I feel like you just found something.
Did we mention what breed?
No.
The dog way.
No. Okay, hold on. Hold on to that. I'm gonna come back to
I
you.
just realized.
No.
So there's so much else going on with him.
It is very important, and I want to hear more about this. But let me. I'm in a spot right now where I've got his attention, so I just want to tell him something, and I want you guys to see what I'm seeing here. You see him looking at my side eye there? Watch this. Okay, we're gonna try to keep the same flow going here, and then we're gonna tell him something. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You're so good boy, yeah. You're a good boy. Red, you're a good boy. It's a good boy, Red. Red, you are a good boy. And I know it's been hard. You came in here and it was scary, and then you got put in a spot where there was no one around and you didn't know what you've done wrong. And I just want to tell you something, little boy, you haven't done anything. In fact, the fact that you've been so brave and you've been working to navigate through this alone tells me that you are a brave boy, and you are a kind boy, and you are a loving boy. And I love you, and everyone here loves you, buddy. You didn't deserve any of this. I promise you that. None of this is because of something you did wrong, okay? You're a good boy? Or do you like those pets? Do you like those pets? You want a pet or a treat? Let's go back and forth. Let's do a big treat. You want a big treat for a good boy? This thing, you guys see that little pink tongue? That little pink tongue against that red face is adorable. Oh, it's a good boy. Okay, so we always want to push and pull, right? We'll give a little bit, see if he comes back and asks for some more. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good boy. I see those eyes now. I try not to make too much eye contact, but it's really hard because I just want to stare into his eyes and grab his two cheeks and just go. I will tell you, he's never been called a good boy before. Like, do I know that for a fact? Absolutely. Like, you can see in a dog's face when they're trying to comprehend what that means, and they know it feels good, but they don't know why. You're a good boy. You know what? You're the best red dog I've ever sat with. You know that? He's a good boy. That's a good boy. Do you want a big treat? Do you want a whole big treat? You can have it because you've been so good. Yeah. And we're going to start going out for walks. Do you know the word walk? You want to go for a walk? Oh, it just breaks my heart that he doesn't know what walk means. I promise you, we are going to change that. Here, you can have the whole thing. Look, there are no strings attached. It's all yours, Bubba. His name. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, and then we'll get his breed too, but this is going to be a tough one because this is an adorable name. Let me set this back up so you guys can see it because I want you to see this. Archie. Oh no, he did not. That was not good. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Did you replay the way he reacted to that name? We're gonna change this name. It's funny because like the name in and of itself is adorable. The way he reacted to it is heart-wrenching. So that name is wiped. maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't even want to risk. I don't even want to risk saying it again. And just, it was like I'm in trouble. Like sort of like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we play the video back. I'm wrong. I don't know. But you know what? Good news is we're going to change it. And what a pretty red dog. Like, what could we do around that? Like, what would be a cool red name? Okay, let's keep thinking on it. Stick around. We will decide what this name is before the end of the video. But okay, breed, let me guess. So cattle dog, but is it like a specific kind of cattle dog? Am I wrong off? Am I completely wrong?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, do you know, or this is your guess?
Well, it was already my guess before I even looked into the information, and the shelter agrees with me.
Okay, what's the shelter say? What do you guys say?
Korean Jindo.
Korean Jindo. That would make sense. But even, do they have the spots on their paws, even the white little freckle spots? Or maybe some sort, maybe like Korean Jindu and cattle dog or something? But yeah, that makes sense.
Not really on the...
so maybe a little mix of something.
It could, I'm not saying he's purebred, but I am saying that he definitely looks like he's got Jindo.
I could see it. Let's do the iPhone AI and see what that says. Let me try that real quick. And guys, by the way, too, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's just fun. It's fun to know, you know? Okay, so it says look up dog. All right, let's see what we got here. Carolina dog. I feel like the iPhone always makes mixes Carolina dog. Whoever is at Apple working on this program, will you call me? I would love to work together with this on this, because you can't just list every mutt as Carolina dog. Okay, Australian Kelpie. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's click into that and see what that looks like. I don't think I could see where the phone would think that AI would think that. Yeah.
Maybe not the face and stuff, but the coat color. I mean, like I said, I don't think this is like a purebred Jindo, because even the Jindo standard colors are not like, I don't see any that are red like he is, but I could definitely see him being mixed maybe with like a Kelpie or something, because that color is so just vibrant.
Yeah, it really is.
I looked up a trait I thought was interesting about a Jindo, if you want me to tell you that.
Yeah, tell me.
What I thought was interesting is I've never I've never owned a Jindo or worked with one directly, really.
Same. Yep.
But from looking online on Jindos and Jindo owners, they do say the breed is pretty independent and does take a while. Like, they do take a while to warm up to anyone, really.
But
they're very independent dogs, but they're very, very smart too.
Well, that's why, this dog's reading everything I'm saying. Like, when I was like advocating for him, he was like, okay. And then like when I said his name, he was like,
Oh, Rocky. Sundays got back to me.
Oh, yeah. Can they?
And they said, yes, they'll give this boy food for a year.
Thank you, Sundays. Sundays sponsors our videos because they really care in helping for dogs. I'll just say it's what we're feeding the farm dogs. Results are amazing. So big 50% off right now. Get it for a holiday gift for yourself, for others, like whatever, but get it. And if you just go to rockykanaka.com/Sundays, you can get that 50% off. So go there. If you see it anywhere else, just go to rockykanaka.com/Sundays, because I had to twist their arm to get the 50% for you guys. But the fact they're going to feed Red for like an entire year, awesome. And this will be really helpful, because if you adopt Red, it's not a cakewalk. Like, you don't get to just adopt this dog. Well, hold on, let me rephrase it. Because sometimes it is. Sometimes you get a dog like this out of this environment, and they're a completely different dog. Like, the dog that you see in the kennel is not who that dog is, ever. At least from what I've seen. Most likely, this dog's going to need time to decompress, like days, weeks, months even. And you just got to have patience and let them come to you and learn the routines of the house, because you don't know the environment that they came from, especially if they're running around as a stray. They could have been living on the streets for a while. His coat is muted, let's say. It's why I wanted to reach out to Sundays for Dogs, because I think just a few months of that food, you'll see the vibrance in this dog. You almost had to put on sunglasses just to look at your dog every morning. He'll be so beautiful. Sorry, maybe not funny. Is he falling asleep? I think he's falling asleep. When this happens, it's not like, it doesn't make for like a good transformation. You're not going, oh my gosh, look, that dog is up in Rocky's lap or up on his shoulder, just living the best life. But it's one of the most amazing things for the dog, because for maybe the first time since this dog's been in the shelter, they're getting a chance to feel safe in their environment, which immediately just their body just goes, go to sleep, we need sleep. And that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy when a dog falls asleep, when a giant guy is in the kennel. I can't tell you how many times when I'm out and about, people go, oh my gosh, you're a lot bigger than I thought, because I get down and I get small with the dog. And so if the dog is okay with this giant dude just sitting in his kennel with him enough to fall asleep, it means we're doing it right. Hi, good boy. Hi, good boy. Hi. What should we name you? I mean, can we just call him Red? What would go with Red? Red, yeah, go, you have an idea?
Yeah, Rusty.
Rusty? Oh. Rusty's good. It's very predictable, which I don't mind. Like, Rusty the red dog is really neat.
It's just, I think it's just because it's like how easy it is to know, oh, that's Rusty. And then also, from, at least to me, because we're changing his name, because they might have been referring to him as his old name here for the last couple weeks. So that's maybe true. Just something that is like similar, but like not just one letter off either. So it's like the same 2 syllables. Ends in a Y or IE, where it feels a little more pleasant to the ear.
I think that's smart. I think we're lucky to have you, Alexis. And I think it's a great idea. Rusty, you're a good boy. Rusty, oh, your little ears are moving. Rusty, you like that? Okay, let's do this, because I think he's a really smart dog. We're gonna say the name. We're gonna say good boy, and we're gonna do a treat all at the same time with some compression head rubs to help just get that blood flowing. And let's see if after a couple times we do that, if he doesn't know his name by the time we're done and doesn't associate that with something positive. And then I have a couple more things that I want to try that I think can really help him feel amazing by the time we step out of this kennel, to the point where it'll stick with him in the days and weeks to come until someone can come down here and scoop him up and adopt him. And myself and my team, we will keep checking up on him to make sure we've got this boy from here. Okay, let's try it. Here we go. Rusty. You're a good boy, Rusty. Yes, a good boy, Rusty. Oh, Rusty's a good boy. Yeah. Rusty, how are you such a good boy? Huh? How did you slip by all of us being such a good boy, just being nice and quiet in your corner? Meanwhile, being just the bestest of boys. In fact, you're not even a good boy. You're the bestest boy. Did you know that? You're the bestest red dog boy I've ever seen. Rusty the red dog good boy. Yeah. Okay, we'll give it a little break, a little pullback. Okay, now watch. You guys tell me what happens here. I'm going to pink, but you tell me. Alexa, see if you can watch. I'm going to try something, because I'm going to show you guys how smart I think this dog is and why this might work. Watch this. Rusty. Rusty, you're a good boy. Rusty, you're a good boy. That's a good boy, Rusty. Rusty is a good boy. That's a good boy, Rusty. You want a treat? Does Rusty want a treat? Rusty the good boy want a treat? I was hoping he'd pop his head up. Well, that's good though.
I did notice he did have a little, I know it's so subtle, but like, I think he's just a dog of subtleties, because he just kept kind of like licking and smacking his lips, like he almost like, I don't know, to me it seemed like acknowledgement. A dog of subtleties is I think the right way to put it. And especially because like now when you go to give him a treat, he's like, yeah. Whereas before it was almost like cowering, like don't. So that's different. Rusty, you're a good boy. Does Rusty like treats? I'm going to try to shift a little bit here and just see. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. That certainly doesn't help the situation here. Okay, that's okay. And we're okay. Here you go. Yeah, we're getting a little courage. Oh, look at that tail. Look at that tail. That's a good tail, bud. I mean, maybe the fluffiest tail I've seen in a long time. And I see some fluffy tails. Okay, that is really big right there. The trust with me going overhead, because before, you remember, he was only taking treats if I was like all the way down on the floor here. The trust is good enough where he also come up here. Look at that. That's good. And so why that's really helpful is it's just small steps of bravery lead to big acts of courage. Oh, okay. Nana Mocker's right here.
Yeah, come on. He's a cool dog, huh?
He is. He had
With some problems, huh?
He had a little episode the other day.
But it seems like you navigated it just right with isolation and then back in here. Like, what a different dog now, huh?
Mm-hmm. He's still scared. Like, when I took him out yesterday, I took him for a walk.
Oh, okay.
And he just defecated all over himself and urinated. And he's doing like he's doing right now. He's just hyper focused.
Yeah. Did Cheryl put him on the level 2 dog walking program? She said.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, it's just like an hour ago. So I think that would be good.
He's a good walker. He's just so scared.
Yeah. You can tell. Like for a while, he started falling asleep just because he could tell he was finally relaxing. But yeah, you're right. He's very. What kind of dog do I think he is?
He's a shepherd.
Mix of something, huh?
Yeah, that jawline is very distinct.
Yeah, you're right. It is. I was thinking like a Cowler dog, or someone said Jindu. Could be something like that. Yeah, there we go. Now we're relaxing. Yeah, you're right though. He does get like focused on things. He needs almost like
he's constant.
He needs a job, like someone that could take him out walking and working, give him brain pezzo toys would be great. Yeah, he's gonna need someone that is willing to put in the time with him. But gosh, man, he's so worth it. Like, look at this. Look at this to look at. And he's like the perfect size too. He's like mid-size, you know? So you're not gonna be scared of like sitting on him on the couch and crushing him. But also, it's not like you have to get a new truck just to be able to haul this guy around. This dog, like, if I had a camper van, I want a camper van so bad. This is the guy I'd take across the country with me.
I can see him riding on a surfboard.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one too. Yeah, like he could be like an Oceanside, California surf dog. Okay, thank you, friend.
Yep.
I want to get him out of this state. One of the things I wanted to try, and because I'm getting multiple signs of this, is that walking really helps him, which makes sense with a dog like this because he needs that job, right? And walking is a job, like you're on a mission with your person. Sometimes this really upsets people, but I'm going to leash him up as if we're going to go for a walk, and we're not going to actually leave for a walk, but we are going to move around the kennel a lot. I've noticed in my life, if I'm ever stuck and I feel like him, or I'm in a state like him, if I can just get moving, movement can really help me break through. And so I want to try to get him moving a little bit and see if that'll help. And this is going to be a little weird. This is not training advice, by the way. This is high stress shelter environment. It's a lot different. You know, this is not that you can't have takeaways from this, but just I'm not setting up training advice. And this is going to be really weird because I'm going to leash him up sitting down because I don't want to stand up and now be big, tall presence. But we are going to try. And you're asleep? Okay, I just want to make sure you're not resting. We're going to try just do the slip lead. So the reason I carry the slip lead, this is not the kind of lead you should use for your dog, but the reason I do that is it's just easy, right? Getting in there and collaring him up or harnessing him up right now is a lot of work as he works to get adjusted. But we will kind of see, so you see how it just changes a little bit, and we'll just kind of walk around. Come on. And I might even get up on my knees. I'll stay low still. Hi. You want to go for a walk? Yeah? Should we get up and move around a little bit? Yeah? And I'm going to keep it loose. Like, I don't want to create pressure on him. But if we can just keep it loose and move around a little bit. Okay. Come on. Next one. Come on. You're a good boy. You want to come on? Come on. You got this. I just want to take him out of this corner, and just give him, yeah. Okay. You think you want to come with me? Come on. Okay, that's a good boy. Yeah, we're just going to take a couple loops. Come on. We'll just walk around a little bit. Okay, that's okay. That's a safe space. That's okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. So I don't want to take his safe space away from him. And he's not comfortable with me behind him yet, and that's okay. But I do want to just kind of move around a little bit. That's a good boy here. There's a boy. There's a treat. So we'll just have a little fun. Come on. Okay. We'll just walk around a little bit. I'm going to stay out of his corner because that makes him really worried. So I did want to walk in circles, and I'm not going to do that because I want to stay out of his corner. So it's a little weird, but even just doing this just makes it less scary, right? Because, hey, it's okay. It's okay to move around in here. I'm a little tall, so I'm going to shrink down a little bit. Yeah, that's a good boy. There we go. Yeah, to get that ear, that one ear, and you go work this ear over here. Oh, this, oh, you good boy. Rusty, you're a good boy. Rusty's a good boy. Okay, come on. Come on, Rusty. Come on. We're keeping that loose, working around. Let's show him he's come to know this treat stick a little bit. Here's my treat. Here's one treat. Hey, what's that right there? What's that right there? That's a good one. You can have that one. That's a good boy. You can have that one. Yeah. Just a push and a pull, remember? Okay. And we're just going to keep sitting down. We'll relax again. We're just relaxing, having a good time. I'm just kind of, what I'm doing here is, you can, if you want, you can go on that blanket. You can even have my blanket. It's nice and warm. I've been warming it up with my tush for a little bit. You can sit on there if you want. What is nice, what's kind of sneaky about it, but awesome, is now I'm behind him and he's not freaking out, which is good. Because we're trying to like not keep focus and not let him focus on one thing. Here's a treat. What's a treat? Hey, for my good boy Rusty. For my good boy Rusty. For Rusty. Yeah. And like even these pets, A's may have never had that. So I think it's really important to just get him in a spot where he feels comfortable, and we won't do this for too much longer because, you know, it's exhausting, right? Like him being this brave and going through this many things when he might even be somewhat feral. And what it means when a dog is feral is like they regress to that when they're not around humans. So if they escape and they're running in the wild, it doesn't take near as long as you think. A dog out 3 to 4 weeks surviving on their own can very quickly become feral, and they basically just almost turn coyote-like or wild dog-like. I'm going to give it a break. I still think the scoop could be the right thing. If he's been here for 3 weeks, we have to try to get a breakthrough in a kind, comforting way. So I'm going to talk less and just do the scoop, and I think that'll be okay, you know? So just stick with me on this. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Good, a good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Hey, that's a good boy. Okay. So, there we go. There we go. You're a good boy. Oh, Rusty, you're a good boy. Yeah, you know good boy now, don't you? Who's a good boy? Rusty's a good boy. Rusty's a good boy, yeah. Hi, Rusty. His little heart. Like if I had the heart monitor, my watch set up to him right now, it's like that. And when you see him and you see his eyes and how shut down he is, and then when you feel his heart and just the stress and the cortisol that's certainly just pulsing through his body constantly, you start to understand why he's where he's at right now, and that he would be a completely different dog if he was out of this environment, because you could see how he just can't ever get a moment to let his brain just think. If you've been in that spot before where things are stressful and you can't get sleep, the work days are long, and it just turns into a cycle where you're getting up in the morning and drinking an energy drink or trying to just get the energy, but then you can't go to sleep at night. Your neighbor's nonstop barking. And it's like every minute I just kind of get him to relax a little bit with some of these head compressions and pets, then something happens and he's just right back on alert, because this is a dog that we built to be on alert. He is built to have a job and to work and to get out there, you see? So someone walked in the door and immediately he's like, what's going on? And so it's just hard. It's hard on these little guys. The shelter environment is hard. And it doesn't mean the staff's not working hard to make it an awesome place. It doesn't mean the community doesn't care, but that doesn't change the fact that a shelter is a hard place for a dog to be in. Hey, son, you want a treat? It's like, I'm trying so hard right now to just tell him that it's going to be okay. But everything is fighting against that. the noises, the clicks, the clings, like, and the fact that he can hear so much more. Like, let's turn off the AI for a minute because I want you guys to hear what he's hearing. I love you, Rusty. I love you, Bubba. You're a good boy. We're going to figure this out together, okay? Here's the neat to watch. He's okay being clear. But watch him relax when he gets a little compression. He feels safe. Right? Like, even his arm is just so, like, flexed right now. I'm trying to get it to relax. Watch. I'm trying to get it to relax, and he just puts it right back. There you go. You want to just relax right there? Here, you can just relax that paw. Oh, you see even right there how like straight he has it? Okay. You're okay. You're safe. I got you now. We don't all get it, but we all deserve the opportunity for someone to just come pick you up and give you the scoop and just go, hey, listen, you matter, and I care about you, and you're safe, and you're loved. It's kind of like that dad hug, you know? We all deserve that dad hug. So remember when you were a kid and your dad gave you a big old hug if you had that in your life, and it just meant so much, you know? Or a grandpa who was just stoic. I would tell you, Papa, he was in World War II, and he saw some things at the age of 18 or 19 that most of us couldn't even comprehend. And it's one of the attributes that gave him such calm in the midst of chaos. I mean, family arguments or challenges or trauma. For him, he could navigate through that because of the hardships he had seen before, that he had seen his parents go through before. I hope to be that in these dogs' lives. And I just want to thank you, Rusty, for being brave enough to trust me and let me show you love and accepting that love, being vulnerable enough to meet me where that love's at. And we are all here for you. I hope you can feel, and I hope you know the millions of people that are here for you right now. And they're going to be your angels and your safety net. Next steps for Rusty are, we need your help, and we need your help fast. And the best way to help is to subscribe, because that just allows more people to see this. You want to go? You want to stay? You can go or stay. You want to stay? Now you see those little white spots on his paw. How adorable, huh? You want some treats? Okay. This is good. This is a little relaxing. He's in that relaxed little paw state. Looks like a little bunny rabbit. You cute little boy. Okay, that's good. But I need you now more than ever. So share this. Let's get this boy adopted. If you live anywhere in the area, come down. And if you live even anywhere in the country, we are working on a program where we could even send him to you. So don't count yourself out. You know, can I send him to Germany? No, probably not. But can we help get him to you and transport him to you? If you know you're the right person for him, reach out to the shelter, because he could be your next family member if you're willing to put the time in with him. Especially if you don't have another dog and you can afford to get a trainer. And in-home trainers, they're pretty affordable. You can get an in-home trainer, a couple $100 a visit. I know that's a lot of money, but also to help save a dog like this, if you have the funds, it'll change your life and it'll save his life. I'll link all of his information down in the description. Thank you, Sundays, for all of your support. Go get Sundays 50% off right now. Just rockykanaka.com/Sundays. And I'll post more little hints about this big thing we're cooking up in the members group. So join if you'd like, and you'll be the first to know. You know what, Rusty? I'll tell you. Okay, as soon as they cut the cameras, I'm going to tell you. I want to take him to the farm. We can't take him to the farm, though, because we're out of room, Alexis. Like, we got Olives in the Quonset hut. We have Bodie, who's really working through some issues. He's a good boy, but he's working through some issues behaviorally. But we'll get him there, I promise. We've got Lily, our Forever Flips farm dog, and then Pumpkin. And I am going to be on a mission shortly here to get Pumpkin adopted. It is time. It's almost been a year now. It's taken him a while to rehabilitate. So it's time, and I'm going to go on a campaign if I have to. Oh, so look at this good boy. Look at this good boy. How could you not want to put the time in to be this boy's dad or mom? Oh, He would be a good dog to sing to. I need to work on having some songs to sing to these dogs. All I have right now are nursery rhymes.
Well, isn't that also for copyright?
Yeah, I guess I couldn't sing like a Beyonce song right now. Although that would be
funny.
That would be funny. I'd probably break out in like some Kelly Clarkson. I was talking about what songs I should sing to these dogs. No, yeah, but Kelly Clarkson donated $1,000 to this shelter.
That's awesome.
I told my daughter I was friends with Kelly Clarkson because, essentially she had me on her show, so I'm basically friends with Kelly Clarkson. And my daughter was just like, that's cool. Like, she, because she's just like, she's in there telling Siri, she's like, hey, Siri, play Kelly Clarkson. And then she'll name the song. Like, she's got all the songs down. She's 5, And so when I'm like, oh, I'm friends with Kelly Clarkson, she's like, oh, that's cool. Because essentially, so is she. She can just call up her music anytime she'd like. He's a good boy. You look like a little sad little teddy bear. He looks like a corduroy bear. I've been reading that to my kids. Corduroy bear even has a voice. Maybe I talk to him in the corduroy bear voice. Let's try. How's that go? Something like, I have to get in the voice. I have to pretend like a reading time with my kids at school, but corduroy bear, he says, I'm corduroy bear. No, wait, I'm corduroy. I gotta find it. I need the book. I need the book. Let me get the book. Hold on. Let me read. You know what? Why don't we read the corduroy bear to him and see if that helps? Because the corduroy bear, it is a good story. Oh yeah, classic 1968 story. Okay, let me pull it up real quick. I think this will be really good because reading to dogs, like if you can't sing, if you can't sit, reading to dogs is a great way to just get outside of your head. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you. It's called The Corduroy Bear. You ready, buddy? All right. You can rest your head here. Come here. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. And day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for someone to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear.
Okay, so we sat with Rusty for hours. And remember, Cheryl was able to get him on the dog walking program, level 2, which Claudia here, who you see, is a level 2 dog walker. So she's going to take him on his first walk ever. Now, a lot of times with dogs like this, especially the ones that I've found that have largely gone feral, which he could be for sure, they're very timid. They don't know what a walk is. They don't know that a leash means good things, that going outside with a human means good things. So you can see that. He's very timid. His behavior is odd. Like he doesn't know how to walk through a door. It's a lot of start and stop. But then he really starts to explore and let his nose lead the way, which is why this is so helpful. This program that Animal Friends of the Valleys does and Cheryl and her whole team is so amazing. Little by little, Rusty's using his nose. You can start to smell the breeze, the smells of the other dogs who have walked this same path before to give him confidence. And it all tells him, hey, you're safe here. You belong here. And so then the final step, the traffic. And he handled it like a pro. And by the end of that walk, Rusty wasn't frightened. Look, he's got a little happy step, and he held himself together. He did it. And so now, when you walk past his kennel, look, he's right up front. What a difference. What an amazing difference. That's why I always say, no dog is too far gone. And if you can adopt Rusty, it will make such an impact in his life and yours, and it will take time. But he's worth it. Now, it's early in the morning. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been a part of this. I just got done watching Rusty's walk, and I definitely want you to subscribe because the more people that subscribe, the more dog lovers that see this, and the more likely we are to get Rusty into a loving home. And like I've been touting, next week, we have one of the biggest announcements that we've ever made. So make sure you subscribe, stay tuned, get ready for this big announcement. I hope, I put everything I have into it. I hope you guys love it. Coming soon. Okay, I'm gonna put a video right here on the screen. Click that, it's the updates of all the dogs that have been in situations like Rusty that are now adopted and in loving homes. So thanks for sticking with me. And if you want to hear me reading The Corduroy Bear to Rusty, I'll put that in the members group.